Night number 2 here at Cycleland Speedway is getting ready to get underway here at the Grandpa George Trophy Night. Excited to get to tonight. With the points that we got from yesterday is going to help us out. So basically how tonight's format is, we're going to be running qualifying, a heat race, and then if you make it to the dash, we'll run a dash, and then of course main event. So our goal tonight is to still accumulate as many points as possible. So the points that we get in qualifying and the heat race add up to last night's finishing points. So like the points all from last night add into qualifying and heat races for tonight, and that will line us up for what could be the dash or just the main event. So we ended up 8th in points from last night in both the 250 and the open intermediate classes. So as long as we just do our job in qualifying heats, we should be able to, you know, get up a couple spots in points and be able to make the dashes. So that's my goal, try to make the dashes, but I'm not too sure. I usually don't do very good in the beginning of the night, so we'll see. We've made some adjustments to both of the cars to make the handle a little bit better for night number 2. So we're gonna have qualifying up first, we'll have the 250 and then the open intermediate to follow. Qualifying is complete. We ended up doing good in one class and not so good in the other class. Starting with the 250, I went out early, went out in the second group, and I honestly just didn't know where to run. Like, I just couldn't find the right line to be smooth in, and I don't think my car was bad or anything. I just really think I couldn't find the line, and we ended up 14th, so definitely not where we wanted to be at all. But we're just gonna have to move forward after that. We're gonna be starting in the outside pole in that heat. We did pretty well in the OI car, but I still feel like I'm forcing it too much in order to get the car to turn and rotate. So gonna make some adjustments to that car, but I think we're gonna leave the 250, but we are gonna make some adjustments to the OI car in order to get it just to turn and rotate better. I don't know why, but it's just having a really tough time turning. Like, it just feels like really, really stiff. So we're gonna go for heat races next. We'll have the 250 heat and then the OI heat. We're gonna be starting on the outside pole in the 250 heat, and then for the OI heat, we are going to be starting 4th because of the invert. So heat races are gonna be up next. We'll have the 250 heat and then the OI heat to follow. P2 to P3 in the 250 heat. We were good. I should have drove the car in more into the corner, but right off the bat we fell back because I was side by side with the person inside of me and they put me in the wall. So that made me fall back to third originally, and then after that I definitely should have drove the car in better, and probably could have been on the gas a little bit more. I feel like I need to start getting on the gas and then like lifting and hitting the brakes in order to set my car. But right now the track is just kind of juiced up, so I hope it slicks off in the main, and that way we can have like a 2-line track. But for the open intermediate, we went from P4 to P5. So that car, the motor is just cutting out. I actually was really surprised. Like I didn't think it would do that or anything, but it's cutting out like in the corner. Like a lot of times it seems to be in the apex of the corner. Like I'll come in good and like have a good corner, and then it just goes like brr, and just kind of like just cuts out. And it was doing that probably like once a lap, or like every other lap or something. It was just cutting out pretty often. So we're gonna get that fixed. And as far as the 250 goes, I think we're gonna pretty much leave the car and just hopefully we can move forward in the main. We seem to be able to do good in the mains. It just hasn't been strong in the beginning of the night. So hopefully it's like that again tonight. Hopefully we can make another charge through both main events. So main events are going to be up next. it's the next day. Car's loaded in the trailer. We are heading out. And just going off a recap of last night, we were good. You know, the Grandpa George Trophy weekend is officially complete. We had the finale last night, and we were good. I mean, we were fast. We really just have to get better in the beginning of the nights because we struggle in the beginning of the night. Like, we can never set ourselves up good to have a good starting position in the main just because we never do good in both classes with qualifying and the heat race. So we started in the back once again, and we did make charges through the field, but you know, it's just so hard to do super well when you start in the back. But ultimately, we did good. We went from 9th to 3rd in the OI class, which was really good. We were really fast. My car felt a lot better. We kind of were fighting the OI car the whole weekend, but we finally got it to rotate better and overall be a better car in the feature. So that car was good. I was really happy with how I did in that class. As far as the 250 class goes, we also ran a good race. We were fast, we were good, we were just kind of alright. We were staying up there with all the top 5 guys, but it was kind of just hard to be fast. Everyone was really good, and my car wasn't good in the top, so I kind of just stuck to the bottom, and I was really comfortable down there. So I stayed down there, and I wasn't fit coming to the checkered, but the two leaders crashed. So when they crashed, I lifted to go around them, and I ended up, my car ended up bogging, and I got past one more spot. So I ended up finishing 6th. So overall, both finishes are nothing to hang our heads on. Really happy with how we did in the OI class. Just wish we would have been able to get into the top 5 in the 250 class. But overall, Cycleland is complete. The Cycleland season is complete. We won't be back at Cycleland until next year, and the next race that we're going to have is going to be at the Road Outlaws for their very first points race. So I'm very excited for that. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Lights out.